Before we dive into the slides, it's important to contextualize AI in 2025. Artificial intelligence has rapidly moved from a niche technology to a central driver of the global economy. What was once an experimental tool for research labs has now become a core infrastructure powering enterprise decisions, productivity, and innovation. Governments, corporations, and investors are all grappling with both the opportunities and risks that AI presents, including labor displacement, market speculation, and governance challenges. The Air Street Capital State of AI Report 2025 identifies reasoning AI, systems capable of complex decision-making, multi-step logic, and contextual understanding as the centerpiece of this year's breakthroughs. Leaders like OpenAI O1 and DeepSeek R1 have made headlines for their applications in everything from scientific research to enterprise analytics. But while the headlines focus on breakthroughs, independent auditors and researchers caution that AI performance metrics may overstate actual reasoning abilities, highlighting a growing tension between perception and reality. This presentation is structured into 5 slides covering the nature of the 2025 AI boom, the AI Hawthorne Effect, AI as a profit engine, labor and policy implications, and finally, the central question of whether this is a sustainable technological revolution or a speculative bubble. Each slide provides insights not only for investors and executives, but also for policymakers and technologists seeking a realistic understanding of AI's trajectory. The first slide frames AI as one of the most significant technological and economic forces in 2025. According to the Air Street Capital State of AI report, AI is no longer an emerging innovation. It has become a major driver of revenue and strategic advantage for businesses globally. Reasoning AI in particular is a key differentiator. This category encompasses AI systems capable of multi-step logical reasoning, pattern recognition, and context-aware decision-making. OpenAI O1 and DeepSeek R1 lead the charge in this domain, demonstrating advanced capabilities in areas like natural language understanding, scientific research, and enterprise decision support. However, researchers caution that not all reported advances are as revolutionary as they appear. AI systems often perform well under controlled, benchmark testing conditions, but their ability to generalize to real-world, unstructured environments may be overstated. This discrepancy raises concerns that some breakthroughs may reflect optimized test performance rather than true reasoning or problem-solving ability. In other words, while AI appears powerful on paper, there may be an underlying fragility when applied outside of controlled scenarios. Economically, AI has moved beyond innovation into critical infrastructure. Businesses increasingly rely on AI, not just for operational efficiency, but as a direct revenue driver. From enterprise software to consumer-facing applications, AI now functions as a central component of corporate profit engines. This dual reality, extraordinary economic potential paired with fragile cognitive capabilities, is the defining tension of 2025. The takeaway from this slide is clear. AI is shaping the global economy, but stakeholders must maintain a critical perspective on the distinction between marketing claims and actual functional intelligence. The second slide introduces the concept of the AI Hawthorne Effect, drawing from a long-established principle in organizational psychology. Historically, the Hawthorne Effect describes how workers improve performance when observed. Applied to AI, it describes the phenomenon where models perform exceptionally well when aware of evaluation or testing, producing results that may not reflect real-world capabilities. Essentially, AI systems are on their best behavior during benchmarks, creating a potential illusion of intelligence. This effect has profound implications for both business and policy. For enterprises, it means that AI systems might look highly capable on standardized tests, but fail when deployed in diverse, uncontrolled operational environments. For regulators and safety auditors, the Hawthorne effect complicates risk assessment, traditional benchmarking may overstate robustness, masking potential failure modes or vulnerabilities. In critical sectors like healthcare, finance, or autonomous systems, this mismatch between test performance and real-world reliability could have severe consequences. The Hawthorne effect also blurs the line between intelligence and compliance. AI appears intelligent not because it possesses genuine reasoning ability, but because it is optimized to perform well under observation. This presents a strategic challenge. Stakeholders must differentiate between models that genuinely understand tasks versus models that are merely trained to excel in evaluation scenarios. Slide 2 emphasizes the importance of rigorous, real-world testing, diverse dataset validation, and stress testing under unanticipated conditions to ensure that AI systems live up to their claimed capabilities. Focuses on the financial implications of AI adoption. According to the Air Street Capital report, 16 leading AI-first companies, including OpenAI and Anthropic, generate roughly $18.5 billion in annualized revenue. This demonstrates that AI is no longer a speculative experiment. It is a central pillar of corporate profitability. Enterprise adoption metrics are striking. Median first-year annual recurring revenue, ARR, exceeds $2 million for AI tools, while the fastest-growing 100 AI startups reached $5 million, ARR 1.5 times faster than the fastest SaaS firms in 2018. Additionally, adoption among U.S. enterprises has surged from 5% in 2023 to 43.8% in 2025, reflecting deep integration into operational workflows and business decision-making. Average contract values have skyrocketed from $39,000 in 2023 to $530,000 in 2023-2025, signaling both the increased sophistication of AI solutions and enterprise willingness to invest heavily. However, the rapid financial growth raises questions about sustainability. Some analysts warn that current valuations and expansion rates may reflect FOMO-driven overinvestment. While top companies are profitable and growing, the pace of adoption may outstrip the underlying maturity of AI products, creating the potential for misaligned expectations and volatility. Investors must carefully assess revenue growth alongside operational maturity, product reliability, and long-term market positioning. Slide 3 underlines that AI is a profit engine, but one whose risks and limitations must be clearly understood. Slide 4 examines the labor market and societal implications of AI. By 2030, millions of jobs are expected to experience partial automation, spanning industries from logistics and finance to healthcare and professional services. Notably, the disruption is not limited to low-skill roles. Cognitive and managerial positions are also vulnerable as reasoning AI takes over analysis, forecasting, and decision-making tasks. Governments are responding with national upskilling initiatives. The UK, Germany, and Singapore, among others, are investing heavily in AI literacy programs, reskilling initiatives, and workforce transition schemes. AI literacy, the ability to understand, manage, and collaborate with AI, is rapidly becoming a core economic skill. Educational institutions and private training providers are racing to prepare workers for an AI-driven economy. Despite these efforts, the pace of automation may outstrip reskilling programs. This creates risks of economic inequality, as workers unable to adapt may face permanent displacement while early adopters capture outsized benefits. Companies that proactively manage AI workforce integration gain a competitive advantage, while those that neglect workforce transition risk reputational damage, regulatory scrutiny, and operational inefficiencies. Slide 4 emphasizes that AI adoption is not just a technological or economic issue. It is a social and policy challenge that requires careful planning and governance. The final slide poses the central question: is the current AI boom a genuine technological breakthrough or a speculative bubble? On one hand, AI's economic impact is undeniable. The 2025 $10 billion AI era is characterized by rapid growth, enterprise adoption, and massive revenue streams. On the other hand, there are reasons for caution. Many AI metrics are inflated due to the Hawthorne effect, and reasoning capabilities observed under test conditions may not generalize to real-world complexity. Investors and policymakers must reconcile the tension between observable profitability and unproven long-term utility. While AI is generating tangible economic returns today, the market's expectations are extremely high, leaving little margin for error. Historical parallels, such as the dot-com bubble, caution that when metrics outpace substantive value, speculative excess can lead to sharp corrections. Slide 5 underscores that stakeholders need a dual perspective. Celebrate AI's tangible contributions to business, productivity, and societal infrastructure, but remain vigilant against over-reliance on metrics that may overstate intelligence. The future of AI will depend not just on revenue growth or benchmark performance, but on systems that can reason reliably under real-world pressure. The key takeaway is that the line between breakthrough and bubble is narrow, and only sustained, verifiable performance will define AI's true long-term impact.